All right, welcome Iconic crew to Sweat It Out Sunday. This Sunday we have 3 different pieces to the workout. All of them are scored separately. So we start out with an 800-meter run, followed by 3 rounds of Cindy. That is 5 pull-ups, 10 push-ups, and 15 squats. So you do that for 3 rounds. Then you go on another 800-meter run. When you come in, we're then doing 3 rounds of Mary. That is 5 handstand push-ups, 10 pistols, and 15 pull-ups. After that, you get a 4-minute rest. When you finish the 4-minute rest, you're going to do 1 single set of max unbroken wall balls. When you finish your unbroken wall balls, you will then get a 4-minute rest and do 30-second max effort calories on the assault bike. This is going to be interesting, guys. There are a bunch of different moving pieces. First, let's talk about the scales for all of these. For your 800-meter run, if you have an injury or if you're just not able to handle the heat, you will do a row, but you'll be rowing 1,000 meters instead of 800. On Cindy, if you cannot do pull-ups, we'd love to see you do jumping pull-ups this time. So 5 jumping pull-ups, 10 push-ups from your knees, and 15 squats as deep as you can possibly go. Once again, you'll either run or row. Finish with that, you'll do, if you cannot do 5 handstand push-ups. If you're familiar with it, you can either do handstand push-ups from a box, or you can do handstand push-ups with your head elevated. If neither of those are something you're familiar with, go ahead and do regular push-ups. For your pistol squats, there are a couple different ways we can scale that. You can either elevate your heel if you don't have great mobility, but you do have the leg strength to do pistols. You'll see that in the video, I did that. If you just don't have the strength, then you can do pistols with the rig assistance. Danny was doing that during the workout, so you should see a good example of that. Okay? For the next 2 movements, your wall balls, as always, it's just a lighter ball and you don't throw it as high. You still do wall balls. On the assault bike, I have bad news. Everybody can do the assault bike, so we'll find a way to get that in. All right, next, we're gonna talk about our emphasis. We have 3 points of emphasis during this 3-part workout. The first one is skill work under fatigue. So the first half of the first workout, running, then Cindy, it's pretty low skill, but you are gonna start to get fatigued. The second half of the workout, when you do a run, followed by Mary, which is handstand push-ups, pistols, and pull-ups, is pretty high skill. That gets challenging under fatigue. Are you still able to move well? The next, mental strength. I can tell you for one, I struggled with that during the wall balls. You have to be very strong mentally and tell yourself not to put that ball down. The third point of emphasis for our workout tomorrow is your ability to recover. We give you a 4-minute rest. For most people, that is not quite a full recovery, but pretty close to it. That should allow you to do your wall balls and your assault bike at really, really high intensity. So that's what we're shooting for on our emphasis. Then we have a couple of points of strategy we want you to think about. How should I attack this workout? The first one is you could be like Marina and you could sandbag the first workout, do really well on the wall balls, and then sandbag the last workout. But for everybody else, our points of the way we're going to strategize this, you're going to try not to win on Cindy. You don't have to run that hard on the first run. Don't go too hard on your first few rounds of Cindy, because the hard part is still to come. When you do your second run, you're trying to recover a little bit so that when you come in, you can hit Mary as fast as possible. Handstand push-ups and pistols are especially difficult under fatigue, so you do not want to have killed yourself in the first part of the workout before that. The second part of strategy I'd recommend, you want to pick a number of wall balls that you're going to do. Make it ambitious. Be something that is going to be difficult to achieve, but you think you can do it. That way you have that number in your head. I didn't do that. And when you just have a random number in your head, it's very easy to just give up because you feel like you can't do any more. So pick a number, make it ambitious, see if you can get to that. The last one, on the assault bike, the way I'd recommend attacking this, and a few of us did this different ways, I would go about 80% effort for about 80% of the time. So for about 20 to 22 seconds, you are not going full max, but you're going pretty hard. Then the last 8 seconds, you give every single thing you have until you can barely breathe as you get off the bike. I noticed that people struggled a bit more when they went as hard as they could for the first 15 seconds and then died over the last 15. So I'd recommend leaving a little bit in the tank for the very end of that assault bike. All right, guys, we all hit it differently. Each of us did better on different parts of the workout. So go ahead and take a look, see if you can beat us this week.